Hello, my presentation is titled How Iago Uses Machiavellian Tactics to Manipulate and Destroy Others in Othello. In this presentation, I will explain how Iago, one of Shakespeare's most complex villains, uses manipulation, deception, and strategic thinking to control other characters. These behaviors are known as Machiavellian traits, which come from the ideas of Niccolo Machiavelli. I will show how Iago fits this type of character and how his actions lead to destruction and tragedy in the play. Othello is a tragedy written by William Shakespeare. The play is about Othello, a well-respected general in Venice who secretly marries Desdemona. Although he is successful, he is still seen as an outsider. Iago, who works under Othello, becomes jealous and begins to plot against him. He, he spreads lies and manipulates Othello into believing that Desdemona is unfaithful. As Othello becomes consumed by jealousy, he makes tragic decisions that lead to death and destruction. The play explores themes of love, jealousy, betrayal, and racism. Niccolò Machiavelli was an Italian political thinker who lived during the Renaissance. He wrote a famous book called The Prince, where he explained how leaders can gain and maintain power. Machiavelli argued that rulers should not always follow morality if it stands in the way of success. Instead, they should be clever, strategic, and sometimes even deceptive. From his ideas, the term Machiavellian was created. It describes a person who manipulates others, uses deception, and focuses on other achieving power, no matter the consequences. Machiavellian traits include manipulation, deception, lack of morality, and strategic thinking. Manipulation means controlling others for personal gain. Deception involves lying and misleading people. A lack of morality means not caring about right or wrong. Strategic thinking means carefully planning actions to achieve a goal. These traits are often seen in villains in literature. What makes these traits dangerous is that they allow a person to control situations and people without them realizing it, which is exactly what Iago does in Othello. Iago is Othello's ensign or trusted officer. To everyone around him, he appears loyal, honest, and reliable. In fact, many characters refer to him as honest Iago, which shows how much they trust him. However, this is only an appearance. In reality, Iago is secretly planning to destroy Othello and others. He hides his true intentions behind a mask of honesty. This makes him very dangerous because no one suspects him. His ability to appear trustworthy while being deceitful is one of his strongest Machiavellian qualities. Iago's motives are complex and not entirely clear. One reason is jealousy because Othello promotes Cassio instead of him. Another reason is his suspicion that Othello was wronged him, even though there is no clear evidence. He may also simply desire power and control over others. What makes Iago especially dangerous is that his motives are not fully explained, which makes his actions unpredictable. This uncertainty adds to his Machiavellian nature because he manipulates others not just for revenge, but also for personal satisfaction and control. Iago manipulates Rodrigo, who is in love with Desdemona. He convinces Rodrigo that he can help him win her love, even though this is not true. Iago uses Rodrigo for money and makes him follow his plans. Rodrigo trusts Iago completely, even when things go wrong. This shows how Iago takes advantage of people's weaknesses, such as love and desperation. By exploiting Rodrigo's emotions, Iago is able to use him as a tool to carry out his schemes without his own involvement. Iago also manipulates Cassio by getting him so drunk, knowing that Cassio cannot handle alcohol well. This leads to a fight, which damages Cassio's reputation and causes him to lose his position. After that, Iago pretends to help Cassio by advising him to speak to Desdemona to regain Othello's favor. However, this is part of his larger plan. He uses Cassio's actions to make Othello suspicious. This shows how Iago creates problems and then pretends to solve them, making himself appear trustworthy. Iago's most dangerous manipulation is against Othello. Instead of telling direct lies, he plants small ideas and doubts in Othello's mind. He uses hints and questions, making Othello believe that something is wrong with Desdemona. This is effective because Othello begins to think the suspicion is his own idea. Iago understands Othello's insecurities and uses them against him. This slow and careful manipulation shows Iago's intelligence and strategic thinking, which are key Machiavellian traits in the play. Iago strengthens his manipulation by using handkerchief, which is an important symbol of love between Othello and Desdemona. He plants it in Cassio's possession and uses it as false evidence of Desdemona's unfaithfulness. This convinces Othello completely. At this point, Othello trusts Iago more than his own wife. Iago now has full control over Othello's thoughts and actions. This shows how powerful deception can be when combined with careful planning. One important theme in the play is appearance versus reality. Iago appears honest and trustworthy, but he is actually dishonest and manipulative. This is why he is called Honest Iago, which is ironic. The audience knows the truth about Iago, but the characters do not. This creates dramatic irony Because of this, the audience can see how Yogo's deception works, while the characters continue to trust him. This makes the tragedy even more powerful. Yago shows a complete lack of morality. He does not feel guilty for his actions, even when they lead to suffering and death. His manipulation causes the deaths of Desdemona, Emilia, and Othello. Despite this, he shows no remorse. This proves that he is willing to destroy lives without caring about the consequences. This lack of morality is a key feature of Machiavellian character, as achieving his goals is more important than doing what is right. The consequences of Iago's actions are tragic. Othello loses trust in Desdemona and ultimately kills her. Later, he realizes the truth and takes his own life. Emilia is also killed for revealing Iago's lies. Many lives are destroyed because Iago's manipulation. This shows how dangerous deception and manipulation can be. It also highlights how one person's actions can affect many others. Yabu is a perfect example of Machiavellian villain because he controls others, plans carefully, and lacks ethics. He treats people as tools to achieve his goals. He is intelligent and always thinks ahead. Most importantly, he does not care about right or wrong. These qualities make him one of the most powerful and memorable villains in literature. His actions clearly demonstrate Machiavellian behavior. In conclusion, Iago shows how manipulation, deception, and lack of morality can destroy lives. Through his actions, Shakespeare demonstrates the dangers of using power without ethics. Iago's Machiavellian traits allow him to control others and create tragedy. His character remains relevant today as a warning about the consequences of manipulation and dishonesty.